Think spanking is just a well-timed smack? Think again. Erotic spanking is the gateway to a mind-blowing power exchange that 36% of adults have tried at least once, but most miss the mark, turning potential ecstasy into awkward regret. So stick around as I break down my 8 pro-level strategies to unlock the euphoric rush everyone's craving. Miss a few of these steps and you're just hitting skin, but nail it right and even that first gentle strike floods the body with endorphins, flipping fear into bliss and fast. So we want to start by building out our fence line through negotiation. The fence line being the boundaries you cannot cross as a dominant, the submissive's hard limits, triggers, and other unique factors of consent. Negotiation is the essential foundation. It's where you build that unbreakable fence line of consent. So sit down with your partner beforehand and map out what a successful spanking scene looks like for each of you. What words or actions are total no-goes? What's a maybe that needs a check-in? Cover intensity levels, tools like hands or paddles, and even emotional safe words like yellow for slowing down or softening up, and red for a complete stop. Remember, dominance, you're here to lead, not mind read. Once you know these limits, play within them, settled in the freedom that if anything changes, it's the submissive's responsibility to communicate, not yours to assume. When we refer to spanking here, it can be one of the 6 types of spankings in BDSM, but it's important to pick your flavor because the type of spanking sets the vibe for the whole scene. Is it punishment where stern commands and accountability drive the rhythm? Erotic, all teasing whispers and building heat for that slow burn arousal? Role play, slipping into teacher, student, or boss employee with costumes and scripted lines. Cathartic, a release valve for stress, focusing on deep breaths and emotional flow. Sadistic, leaning into edge play with calculated intensity for thrill seekers. Performance, like a demo scene with flair and audience energy. Or maintenance, a routine tune-up to reinforce connection without drama. Whichever you choose, let it shape your dominance, your outfit, your tone, and your dirty talk. Doing so is like custom tailored ecstasy. It makes every strike land with intention. And you can sink into almost an hour of erotic impact play demonstrations in my new ASMR offering, 7 Shades of Spanking, a seductive, immersive journey through the core spanking styles in BDSM. My voice, sultry, authoritative, laced with whispers and escalating commands, guides you through every stinging impact, whether you're edging solo to my instructions or replaying it with a partner to heighten the power exchange. So grab your headphones and maybe a toy or two and go over to Patreon now to download this exclusive erotic audio collection. And if you're a newbie here or just struggling with finding or fully speaking your dominant voice, don't wing it. While you're developing your dom muscles and exploring your dominant voice, you want preparation to be your friend. Craft a loose script like a choose-your-own adventure with some built-in flexibility. Jot down a vague outline and any key words or phrases you wish to use, and then play it through in your mind to address any flow or language issues preemptively. Keep it loose so you can pivot if energy shifts, but use those anchors to keep you dominant, even if something unforeseen happens in your scene. This is your secret to staying in control while letting the magic unfold organically. And you can listen to 45 minutes of erotic audio where I demonstrate exactly how to roll out each of these spanking types now on Patreon. Just follow the link in this video's description. And part of this magic is setting the right mood and initiating the right energy, especially if your partner is just coming out of a stressful headspace, work mode, etc. Your first priority, dominance, is to guide that submissive's emotions into a place of rest and openness so they can be fully present and receive. And consider atmosphere your co-star. Dim the lights, cue a playlist of sultry beats or tense strings, and scent the air with something primal like vanilla tobacco. Position your partner just right, over your lap for intimacy, bent over furniture for exposure. Then initiate with presence. A firm hand on their neck, slow circles on their skin, and that first verbal command. Anything from "just breathe with me, baby," for a cathartic spanking, to a firm "I want to hear you count," no mumbling, even when it hurts, to reinforce the sting of punishment. We don't want to rush in, dominance. We want to lean on that erotic anticipatory energy and sink emotion before the first touch. It's at this point that we begin to gradually build intensity in rhythm and severity, incorporating additional sensory stimulations like caresses, tickles, pinches, bites, a pinwheel, and even some temperature play to do so. Rhythm is your drum beat here, so start light, alternating cheeks in a steady pulse, then layer in severity like a crescendo, always tuning in to the submissive's breath and body language. Amp it up with sensory surprises. Trail nails and caresses between strikes, add tickles to tease, pinches for contrast, bites on the shoulder, a pinwheel's prickly roll, or ice cubes melting into heat. This build isn't linear, it's a wave. Pull back to let endorphins flood, then surge forward, guiding the submissive through an intensely erotic push and pull. And as you're spanking, focus on the sweet spots. Precision is protection here. So zero in on the sweet spots where flesh is thickest, the plump curves of the butt and the meaty upper thighs, and that delicious crease where they meet. Prime real estate for maximum pain and minimal risk. You want to steer clear of no-hit zones like the back of the knees, tailbone, hips, and spine, as impact on these areas can cause injury. After the storm of intensity comes the essential soothe of aftercare. This isn't optional, but the vital landing that seals your erotic bond and ensures everyone emerges emotionally unscathed. Start by pulling your partner close, wrapping them in a soft blanket for that immediate cocoon of comfort, and offering hydration with water or electrolytes to replenish what the scene has taken. You want to gently tend to any skin sensitivity by soothing wounds with arnica cream to ease bruising, or lavender oil for its calming anti-inflammatory properties. From there, guide your submissive through slow, deep breaths and ground them with tender affirmations like, "You are perfect. I'm so proud of you," to affirm their vulnerability and submission. Layer in rebuilding intimacy through lingering cuddles and light casual chat that just reconnects you on a human level, all while fostering a profound sense of physical and emotional safety that lets the receiver and the dominant truly drop their guard. And if you're paying close attention, you'll notice I skipped debrief during aftercare. Adrenaline is still surging then, clouding judgment and skewing perceptions, rosy or raw. So in my opinion, it's not the time for clear reflection. Instead, I recommend waiting 2 or 3 days before circling back with a casual chat over coffee or a call. And in doing so, this gives your submissive's mind the space to filter the scene, latching on to key elements while their subconscious handles the heavy lifting of processing and sorting memory. So by the time you debrief, the initial haze will have lifted, naturally spotlighting what truly lingered, like a killer rhythm that lit them up or a too sharp line that jarred. So draw it out with open-ended questions such as, what have you been thinking about most since our scene? Did we do anything that made you think about calling your safe word? This isn't about harsh critique. It's about transforming raw data into sharper future scenes that deepen your dynamic. Initiate a debrief and get feedback a few days later when clear-minded. So, if you're tired of spanking scenes that fizzle mid-strike, unlock the tools to craft scorching, addictive impact play in my new 45-minute erotic audio, 7 Shades of Spanking, exclusively on Patreon. This audio collection demonstrates the main spanking styles in BDSM so you can hone your language, energy, and approach with ease. Just follow the link below to listen now. Do you have a favorite spanking type as giver or receiver? Comment below and let me know. And be sure you're subscribed and have those notifications turned on. And I'll see you in the next video.